Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Underrail Expedition. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today in the deep sea. What is this place called? We're in the deep. It's an old place, and there's a computer console over here, and I can view the dispatcher logs. Oh yeah, no connection, only local and most recent logs available. And I have the Arch Island 16.10.122 LE, and there's times from Nexus, so K7, E6, K7, B7, E6, E6, H7, E6, L5, G1, cargo ID, and there's some passes here. Import coordinates to your NCD. Let's go ahead and do that. So we got West Storage Depot, so it's all their places? Obtain course docking coordinates for listed locations. No coordinates available. I can't really make sense of that data by myself, but if my character can figure it out, then that's great. That is fantastic. So let's see, we have medium. No, that's not good enough. Got some crafting things in here, but nothing amazing, nothing groundbreaking that we haven't seen before. Although, if we were to be crafting this sort of stuff, I think it's very high quality for the most part. All the things are. There are 3 exit holes on the back of his severely enlarged skull. I don't think there are. Because that was a suicide. So the exit wounds, both of his legs are, are missing. Oh, there's the security trooper over here. The camp is not in danger of mutagen contamination. Yeah, you better hope it isn't. He shot himself in the head with his rifle. There are skull fragments all around him. And he was shot in the head from behind. One of his arms is about 1.5 times longer than the other. That's the mutagen. Oh, we have the surface. Oh, we have more places. You tap the screen, but nothing is happening. Huh. Well, there's still this. This is not... Well, this is the surface, because that leads to the surface. But it's not the outside. We got a fusion cell over there. It's a bunch of computers. Always a bunch of computers. And now we need to go talk to Marcus, I think? I think so. They told me to go talk to, Chief Briggs told me to go talk to Marcus, I think. And Marcus leaves right here before... I assume we're just gonna go explore things again. But if there's a mission, then we might as well focus on it. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Carrie. What do you need?
I'd like to see what you want. Blueprints... I don't have any. I do have some. Raw explosives, batteries, energy weapons. You want energy weapons? I'll go get some. I'm here to collect my paycheck.
Okay, Carrie, let me see. Here you go.
350 Stygian coins. I'll keep your coins safe for coins. Wait. I'll keep your coins safe for coins. 1-to-1 deal. Who can say no to that, says Ladleman.
Ignore him.
Yeah. Can I collect more?
No, I have nothing for you, I'm afraid.
Have you managed to discover anything useful in the keep about the island's defenses?
Oh yeah, we did.
The keep gave us great insight into how the defenders organized and managed their defenses, as well as how the automated defense system functioned. There's no point discussing the island's fortifications, so I'll go straight to the automated defenses. The smaller statuesque plasma turrets and the larger, more powerful plasma cannons. Apparently their primary tactic was to use the smaller turrets, with their higher rate of fire, to deplete the energy shields of enemy ships so the more powerful projectiles could pass through once the shields collapsed. At this stage, the turrets would target each point or weak points, weak points, or based on their priority, select other targets or to limited degree complement the active protection system. The what now? Oh, there are 2 components to the active protection system, the hard kill and the soft kill countermeasures. Hard kill are the ones in which missiles and other projectiles are prevented from hitting their targets belonging to the defenders, by physically intercepting and destroying them, like shooting them down with the turrets, although there were various other APS units installed. Any soft kill are measures that rely on some kind of interference, with like electromagnetic or acoustic, because of course shooting them down is not interference, and that target sensors inside the projectiles. And whatever got past the APS still had powerful energy shields to contend with. All in all, the NFT truly had a highly advanced system, with some unique solutions like contemporary systems. Everything could both be centrally controlled or could function autonomously. Combat statues were also a part of the system, sending and receiving their targeting information. "Then, Marky," says Ladleman, "I couldn't understand half of what you were saying." Yeah, just add a little bit more commas here and there and you can understand it a little bit better. "The only active protection system I use is not taking a bath," says Ladleman, because he has a passable understanding of how immune systems work, which I somehow find difficult to believe. "Yeah," says Marcus. He turns to you. "That's all we managed to learn. If you haven't already, go speak to Seeger. He has recovered a log from one, I think a security marine. I haven't read it yet, but I have been told it contains some information regarding the final moments from the battle." Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, let me go and get my energy weapons. Let's also disable autosave on transitions, because we don't need those for while we're in town. I can save before dialogue, so it's totally fine. So nobody moved my jet, which is lovely, and we are gonna bring out energy weapons that we might have over here. We don't have energy weapons. Seriously? It's a melee weapon. What a terrible state of affairs. Terrible, I tell you. Well, I guess that's that, isn't it? Yeah, there's nothing for us to take from there. So we need to go to Seeger. Seeger, that would be the coffee maker man. Coffee maker man! That's right. So it's just this way. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Hey, Seeger. Wait, what? He was in there, wasn't he? I am confused. Seeger, yeah. I didn't talk to him before. He flinches and spills some of his coffee over his pants. "Exit, exit, exit," he says. I think he's flinching from something else that isn't his coffee on over his pants. He pulls his trainers down to his knees. Where did he have his trainers on? What the heck is a trainer? I thought those were sneakers. Is it training bra, maybe? Revealing deep black underpants with overlapping columns of bright green symbols, he grabs a filthy handkerchief from his pocket and starts rubbing the stains. "You scared the crap out of me. Are you okay?" "Yes, yes." He pulls up his trainers again. "What is it, sis?" Hey, could you take a look at this for me?" Oh, that's an MPC, a micro personal computer, I'm pretty sure. It's never said in the game, I'm pretty sure, but I think that's what it stands for. "Give it here. I can extract data from these neat little devices. So if you come across more of them, bring them to me." "Can they be repaired?" "Hardly," he says. "These things are old, but they're data storage devices." But their data storage, that's the wrong there, maybe? Yes, that's the wrong there. But they are data storage devices. Now, those things are high quality. Or maybe it isn't the wrong there. Anyway, while a lot of data does end up being unrecoverable in the end, I've had great success so far. You just bring me NPCs and I'll put everything I managed to recover on my PC in the tent. Feel free to browse the files once I'm done. In fact, you know, there's one already there. It's from one of the NFT soldiers' NPCs. Check it out. Okay, now let's see what you got. Yeah, he's analyzing the one I gave him. I did read the one on the soldier. Let's read it again just to make sure it is the same that we read before. "Done. I managed to recover some interesting stuff. I'm sending it to Professor Oldfield straight away." Tell me about Hexagon. The professor already told me a bit. It's not his first name. The professor already told me a bit, but I'd just like to hear more. Did he not say this? I think he did. I think he did. No, he did not. Well. Yeah, those are new dialogues. Okay, let's get them back. Let's just see. This one is new as well. There's a lot of things in there. Okay, good, good, good. And so, yeah. So those are new dialogues. Let's go back. Let me reload a previous save. The thing about this line is that Seeger was the one that told me about Hexagon before. He was talking about it before, and not the professor. Although the professor might have talked about it as well. So let's see what he has to say. He did? Okay. While this, the IS place, while this may be the capital of North Underrail, Hexagon is the capital of technology. It's like this microcosm of everything high-tech, a place where you could find pretty much every extreme thing, okay? So, how did you end up in there? Well, a friend of mine took me there. We needed some network equipment, and one of his acquaintances there had the best stuff. Hexagon is a pretty confusing place. It's like this tall tower with many floors, each one packed with narrow maze-like passages leading to all sorts of these extra places. Naturally, the place is home to all kinds of tech gangs in various factions. The Protectorate got no presence there. Nope, you gotta be careful where you tread and who you're dealing with, because if you're not, you might find yourself face to face with, I don't know, a cyborg mugger or a tech harvester. Usually I'd stay out of that place, but that friend, he knows his way around. I just kept my head down and followed. But then, after I was introduced to XR, I bought the Living Cuban. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know why he's shutting up. I'm gonna say, is that the virtual reality Professor Oldfield mentioned? Forget it. Forget I mentioned. It's just some meaningless Hexagonian slang. Forget about it, sis. I'd like to know what XR is. Forget I mentioned it. It's just some meaningless Hexagonian slang. Right. Can I get some coffee? Well, yeah, I opened the keep and gave you more reasons to drink it. Yeah. He scratches the back of his head. Okay. I'm kind of busy with stuff here, so feel free to go to my tent and grab yourself a flask or two from the coffee maker, and, leave something for me. How long do the tea flasks retain the heat? A long time. Enjoy your coffee, sis. Excel. What can you can I ask that? No. What can you tell me about the RFID microchips? Oh, RFID stands for Active Radio Frequency Identification. Basically, it means that the microchip has its own power source, as opposed to... That's just basically NFT, isn't it? As opposed to passive chips, which get powered by a reader. The data I've recovered with a lot effort tells me that NFT used... Oh no, wait, not NFT. Near field... What is NFS? I don't know what is NFC. Yeah, I think it is NFC. Near field... Cell phones these days have that, rather than just simple RFIDs. Anyway, it tells me that NFT is the faction, used these chips originally for storing personal and medical history, to monitor the host's health status and to keep track of their location. I don't know how the microchip is being powered by a battery or even by the host himself, but I bet they did a good job on it considering everyone's got them. So when did authorization come into the picture? The log mentions just that. He says. It seems that the NFT didn't really have much need for authorization checks, but they implemented this system to make it more difficult for Biocorp to enter their facilities. Considering they never made it into the keep, it worked. Well, it seems that the implant does not need to a live host to function. It's neither being powered by the host, nor is a living one necessary to pass the authentication and authorization checks. Luckily for us, says Seeger, that appears to be the case. That's Excel right there. It probably has a battery. As for the second, either it's an oversight or NFT's part, or I don't know. There could be something we're missing. Have you tried pulling the hand out of the glove, huh? No, I'd rather not touch it if I don't need to. I hear you, he says. It's the extreme, damn it. Exit. Anyway, I'll, take one of the microchips from a body in the keep and figure out how the thing is working. Okay. Once I've got time, I'll let you know what I've discovered. What do you have discovered? Sure. Can I? Nope, cannot. Okay, I'll leave you to your work. Appreciate it. Bye. Okay, so now we're gonna mess with his computer. Also, it's not necessary that it has a battery. There's such a thing as it's not really self-powered devices, but there's like the clocks that are I think they're called the automatic clocks, wristwatches rather, not clocks. Chief Briggs is over here. I probably need to talk to him. I should have gone to the other place. Yeah, the wristwatches that don't need to be wound up. They just are self-winding with your the movements of the wrist and all that sort of stuff. That could very well be the case for the microchip, although I can't really see that happening. So we have Palmer George. Let's see. Right now, as I'm writing this, the Biocorp Navy is clearing the arch tunnel that we had collapsed in order to slow down their advance. Suddenly, they're doing so with great efficiency. Yeah, I remember that. The sort of twist that being efficient is a sad thing. And then we have bridges, or field bridges over here, that we definitely didn't read about. It's a personal log. Man taught himself how to use tools, how to make clothes, how to tame fire, and how to express himself through art. That's not quite true. Any of those. I mean, yeah, that's not how it works. How to make tools didn't exist as a thing before. It's more of an invention, is what I'm trying to say. It's not really being taught. Anyway. So, this is Phil Bridges writing. Man raised cities. That's the one that you build it, not the one that you destroy cities. Built machines, traveled the world, rose above the clouds, conquered the sky with capital S, and invaded the beyond. Man envisioned the future and brought it to the present. That is, without a shadow of doubt, intelligent. But when men decide, that's the lowercase m though, so men decide to encase a power, and it's interesting because the other one was with an A as well, and anyway, to encase the A power substation unit in heavy olivalt stone that can only be handled by a strongman or some other machinery before a technician like me can perform maintenance, one begins to question this intellectually technological evolution of mankind. Maybe it is not mankind that possesses missing vast, striving intellect, but only certain men missing. It is those men who drive civilizations forward. For this guy is very obsessed with men. For when one takes a perfectly functional and reliable setter generator design, missing the sides to decorate it as to missing the Lemurian style missing, one should perhaps apply some common sense and take practicality into consideration. Using more manageable materials missing, designing the unit missing men or two could open it on their own with simple tools. Because today I had to wait for 3 hours for a strongman to finally become available so that it could begin working. 3 hours. Others corporations' takes on the unit missing, less visually attractive than ours certainly. Some are sinfully repulsive even, missing. They are all made to be as easy to use and maintain as possible, missing. Always be of primary concern. Even the earlier NFT designs followed this same sensible principle. Missing. Current models have a front panel that gives access to most components, but in order to reach the generator core, I need the help of a pair of inhuman hands. They're like, you got inhuman bits. And when a strongman in possession of such is available, missing, wait for 3 hours. Of course, these kinds of delays are unacceptable, yet there is nothing any of us is able to do about it. The Lemurian style missing, forefront of everything missing, present in architecture, clothing, vehicle and vessel design, and even the simplest items like box containers, crates, and nail clippers missing. Everything must be pleasing to the eye, even if it doesn't need to. It is wonderful in one sense. For art missing, expression missing, stimulus for the human intellect and emotion missing, pure and limitless missing, visual art of the highest kind missing, exposed female breasts of the most well-endowed kind missing. As I have already stated, just an expression of the humankind missing, male mind missing. I don't know what that's all about. Missing. Visual elements combined contribute to the perception that one is truly living in an ideal environment. Missing. Known and scientifically proven that an environment pleasing to the senses. Missing. Highly positive effect of the human well-being. Missing. He stopped talking about men all of a sudden. Maybe it was the female breasts that he referenced. Exposed they were. Until one has to perform certain kinds of tasks. That is, in which case the beauty quickly turns into beast. For longer than 3 hours, missing, must act. Missing. Infuriating. Missing. First time I have had this happen to me. I have work to do and a specific amount of time allotted to do it. Complications like this are not only an unneeded setback, missing, quite distressing. Just the other day I performed repairs on the medication synthesis unit at the Nexus, missing. Awful application of dado-centric design made me spend many frustrating hours, missing. Frustrating problems, missing. Not the difficulty of a task that is the problem in and of itself, but it is the difficulty that could have been avoided entirely had the designer thought of something other than just appearance. Man, this guy whines for days. However, he writes, and this only has one bit missing, I suppose the real truth here is that the strongmen are being transferred back and forth in order to prepare our defenses. The problems I described never occurred earlier since strongmen were always available. The designer made the units with servants in mind, capital S though, that they would always be missing aid us. Should he be blamed for it, which is what I am doing now? No, you're just whining. You're really just whining. No, I should not be blaming him. And you're not, you're whining. Instead, I should be blaming myself, whining, you would still be, for giving in under the pressure of the impending war that could quite possibly mean our doom. Man, this guy. Served him right for dying. And I don't know what happened to him, actually. For all I know, he... Actually, that would be a nice, interesting twist. He's the end boss of this expansion. Because he just lost his arm. No, we saw him dead. We took the arm, apparently. There was no commentary about me sawing it off, so I assume it was split. Not split, what's the word like? You know, severed. Severed is the word. Okay, so, I discovered coordinates to several other facilities on a console inside the Archkeep. That is true. And I've also designed I have been assigned to investigate a bunch of places. The camp is under persistent attacks. Maybe I need to talk to Marcus here. No. Ladleman? No. Then we have Chief Briggs over here. What is it? Sir, I need to make sure... No. Can you tell me about the pirates, natives, the recovery team? What exactly don't you like about Ladleman? He's undisciplined, stubborn, and most of his traits are the exact opposite of what I desire in my sect troopers and staff in general. I am a man who requires little sleep, yet dealing with him makes me need twice the time I usually dedicate to it. Take that as you will. That having been said, he was the most competent person to have applied to be our guide to the Black Sea, and he has qualities one could rely on, like his competence with jet ski and firearm maintenance, the latter of which earned him his post in the supply tent with Marcus, and away from trouble. I suppose. So what's the camp security status? There are currently 33 sect troopers defending the camp. Our firearm and ammunition supplies are very good. Everything is very good, don't worry. Okay, well, I'll get back to work. So we have a lot of places to go to, and interestingly enough, nobody to directly give us a quest. So it is time now to reactivate the autosave on transitions, because we're going to be doing some transitions, and I don't want to... It's just better this way. Supplement my saves with the autosaves. Okay, so we're leaving. Ages. Yeah, I was right. I need to steal one of these. That's also mine. That one is. Why is he broken? Mine isn't broken. No, mine is broken. It's over there. Durability 186. That one is even more broken. Yeah, we're good. So, Tychrome bars are over there. That's not a problem. Let's look at our notes, because we have the things that... Nope. They're just not anywhere. Well, I might have benefited from actually writing those down. As it stands, we're just gonna have to look for them by myself. It's gonna be fine. Also, what you heard there was my neck cracking. Don't worry about it. It's just a thing that happens when I like I'm It's just a thing that happens. I'm sure I'm not the only person whose neck cracks every once in a while when you just move about. Carrie, Oddfield speaking, over. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, Professor, over. Excellent, I have work for you. We've been looking through the data in the keep, or as we now know it as the Arch Island Keep, and have uncovered the location of a couple of facilities I'd like you to investigate. And he says now know it, he means now call it, because we're presumptuous and... not presumptuous, that's not the word. Pompous. Yeah. The first one is the Nexus of Technology, a research facility located at coordinates K7. It should be your primary target for now, as we believe that in addition to any potential technology we might uncover, it contains invaluable information regarding the other facilities and Lemurian history. Yes, Lemuria. This is the name NFT gave to this project as well as the whole region itself. Lemuria, but more on that later. What's the oh, yeah. Glad to hear our work's paying off. By the caverns, Arch Island Keep is a genuine gold mine of ancient history. In all honesty, if I don't get a heart attack from all the excitement, I don't think I ever will. Regardless, besides Nexus of Technology, there's another location we have info on, Crimson Meadow Horticultural Center, located in H7. It's all in H and K, yeah. It's that misty red shore northeast of our camp. All of these red plants seem to originate from there, but be warned, the chief, that's not his first name, told me his sect troopers encountered dangerous insectoid creatures over there. Carrie, there was one more important piece of information I need to give you. All of these coordinates came from a dispatching console found in the Arch Island Keep. On it, we found traffic logs between Arch Island Keep and these other locations. Each of these has marked coordinates. Other facilities must have them as well, so if you find them in working condition, get us these coordinates. Those, anyway, it will help us immensely. That's all, best of luck, Carrie. Contact me over the NavCon, or in person once you've uncovered something. All filled out? Okay, will do. So this is a dead end. That's interesting. Also, we're supposed to go to... it's gonna be tricky, isn't it? Remembering D3. So... I want to say... A, B, C, D. No, A. Right. So, that's 1, 2, 3. That's A, B, C... A, B, C, D. So... we are going over there. Yep. And we're probably going to deal with the pirates as well. Because I'm expecting them to just open fire on me. Ooh! Well, this is their base, alright, but I kind of don't want to fight them. Nope. Actually got through. Huh. Interesting. We could... I mean, I suppose we could explore the outside and just make sure we see everything. So that's the pirate base. And no, this is the main entrance of the pirate base. Okay, well, let's explore things in the next episode, because we're out of time for right now. So, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Underrail Expedition. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.